What's up guys, Syiler here, and we are back with our Glory of the Cataclysm Hero Dungeon Guide Achievement Series. When you get all the different achievements, you will unlock the Volcanic Stone Drake, and in this video we're going to be continuing that with the Blackrock Caverns. So you'll find Blackrock Caverns in Blackrock Mountain, which is just below Searing Gorge in Eastern Kingdoms. And, in this spire, go to the exact point I'm at, and you'll be able to get to basically the dungeon. Now there's 4 achievements we can get from this place. We can get Arrested Development, Ascendant Descending, Crushing Bones and Cracking Skulls, and Too Hard to Handle. Now for the first achievement, you'll need around 1 to 2 people to help you. If you bring 1 person, you're kind of relying on RNG to be in your favour, and if you bring 2 people, so you have 3 people in the group total, then you're guaranteeing you'll be able to do the achievement. But it is not soloable. I haven't found anyone else who's managed to come up with a strategy to solo it. So you'll definitely need some help with that one. So we're going to head inside and make sure you are on heroic difficulty by right clicking on your character portrait, going down to dungeon difficulty and selecting 5-man heroic. Once inside, we're just going to clear up to the first boss. It doesn't take very long, and this place should be doable with anyone in sort of 500 plus item level. The damage isn't that insane and you don't really need anything sort of crazy to do this place. Now the last achievement you might need some help with because it does require a class that has a bit of mobility and or some form of AoE slow / snare. Stuns don't work as far as I know, so you will need some form of, like, for example, Eye of Earth Grab Totem, something along those lines, like a Frost Nova or, something like that would be fine. So we're going to wait for the boss to patrol around. You just kind of walk backwards and forwards around the room. I would recommend clearing out this first little area and then waiting for him to walk around so we can basically pull him. And the first achievement up is Crushing Bones and Cracking Skulls, which is basically to defeat Romog, Bone Crusher, after he uses his Skull Cracker ability to kill 10 Angered Earth Elementals. Now, the reason this isn't soloable is because he only summons 1 Earth Elemental for each person in the group. So, if you're on your own, he's only going to summon 1 at a time. 2 people, he's going to summon 2. And he only does the Skull Cracker at 66 and 33%. So he only does it twice. And the Elementals don't last forever. They last for about 60 seconds. So you have to, the way you do it is if you have 2 people, you have to get lucky and hope that he summons basically 3 sets of 2 before, and you have to get him ready to do the Bone Cracker, the Skull Cracker. But if you bring 3, then you only need to get 2 sets of 3 and then you'll be, perfectly fine to go with it. So that's basically it. Just wait till you've got at least 5. DPS him to 66, he'll do his Skull Cracker, you don't even need to do any damage to the elementals, he'll kill a elemental in 1 Skull Cracker. So, yeah, just, have them there, 100% HP, don't do any AoE damage, don't do any cleave damage, because they do have quite low HP if you're level 90. Just basically wait it out, and wait till you get 5 or more. DPS him to 66%, stop, he'll do his Skull Cracker, just kind of stand inside it, it doesn't really do that much damage. He'll kill the elementals, and then wait for another 5, DPS him to 33%, and then he'll do another Skull Cracker killing those other 5, which will give you the achievement. So, not too difficult, but as I said, it isn't soloable because of that mechanic. You just don't get enough Angered Earth Elementals, basically, to be able to do it. So, that is the catch, and that is how you'll be able to do it. So if you do bring just 1 person, you literally have to get lucky with RNG. You have to have him at 70% ready to, transition. And as soon as that sort of the third set of 2 spawns, you have to get him to 66. And you have to get the Skull Cracker off before the first set despawns, which will be very, very close to despawning. But you see there's a Skull Cracker, one-shots it from 100% HP. And that's it, just do that twice with 2 sets of 5. And you'll be sorted. So, first achievement down, and we'll move on to the next one. Now these mobs do hurt, these mobs really, really do hurt, and the next boss you may even need help with if you don't have some form of decently sized defensive cooldown, because they do percentage damage, and percentage damage is an annoying thing because it hurts regardless of what level you are. So you need some form of big defensive CD to be able to get through the next boss's basically achievement, because it really does hurt. So I wouldn't recommend going face first into these. I'd just let Rag, is that his name? Raz? Yeah, Raz, there he is. Good old Raz. Just let Raz deal with them and he'll handle them for you. So we're going to clear up to the next boss. Killing trash packs as you go along. They don't really do anything that I need to tell you about, to be honest. If there's any of those big guys, which you'll see walking down the stairs in a minute, I would recommend interrupting them whenever possible, because it's going to do backstab, and that does a lot of damage, so I would recommend interrupting that guy as you see here. And I would recommend clearing out this whole area as well, just because the mobs can accidentally pull while you're doing the fight. So this one is Arrested Development, which is allow all three of Korla's zealots to evolve during Korla after slaying the evolved. Oh, then defeat Korla after slaying the evolved zealots. So basically, there's going to be 3 beams. You want to stand in one of them, and what's going to happen is wait till your stacking debuff gets to about 80, and then move out of the beam. And what's going to happen is these other 2 are going to transform, and they're both going to do backstab instantly onto you, which is going to do a lot of damage, as you see right there. But outside of that, outside of the backstabs, they don't do too much damage. So that's 2 of them killed. Just leave Korla to do, to do whatever she wants to do, basically, and then allow the 3rd one to evolve. Now, if you're close by one of the other 2, it won't do backstab. It only does it as like a gap closer. So if you can quickly move towards one of the other ones before it evolves, it shouldn't backstab, and you should only get 1 backstab. And then once you've killed the first 2, let the 3rd one evolve and kill that one off. But you definitely need to stop all 3 evolving. If all 3 evolve, you're pretty much just going to get 1 shot instantly. Now, one thing to note as well, if you do have someone else in the group, Korla will start doing a mind control cast, and she'll basically mind control someone if she gets the cast off. So make sure you've got her as a focus, and make sure you're interrupting that cast to stop her mind controlling you. But as far as I know, she doesn't do it when you're on your own, but she may do it if you have some form of pet. So try and avoid having a pet as well. We're going to head down here, we're going to clear out the trash as normal, and we're going to head to the next boss. Once again, let Raz do his thing. He's going to jump down and kill all the mobs for you, if you let him get close enough. And just to reiterate what I said on the previous boss, just in case you didn't get it, stand in the beam till 80 points, allow the other 2 to evolve, kill them, leave Korla, she doesn't do anything really, and then allow the 3rd one to evolve. That's basically it. Don't stand in the beam past 80 though, because if you reach 100, you'll become a zealot and you'll be mind controlled. So we're just going to kill out these fire elementals that are walking around, and we're going to be on to the 3rd boss, which is Too Hot to Handle. Defeat Karsh Steelbender after he reaches 15 stacks of superheated Quicksilver armor in Blackrock Caverns. So basically, he has like an armor buff, and if you put him in this fire in the middle, he'll start gaining stacks, which causes him to take more damage. Now every time he gains a stack, he does like an AoE pulse, and it does hurt the more, the longer you keep him in there. You can refresh the stacks and kind of take it at your own pace. You could do 2, heal yourself up, put him back in, do another 2, because it does have a duration. Just make sure you refresh it before the duration ends. But it isn't too difficult. I barely use like any defensive or anything there, and it doesn't really do too much to me. Just, if you take it at your own pace, I did all 15 stacks at once. So if you can't handle that, do half of them, heal yourself up, do the other half, and you should be okay. But very, very easy achievement. Now down here, if you pull any of these packs, they do a debuff, which does damage to you when you move. I can't remember the name of it, but it's purple, I think. So if you get that debuff, don't move. Allow it to wear off, because it, once again, does a lot amount of damage while you're moving. And will kill you in about 10 steps, if that. So just make sure you stand still, make sure that doesn't kill you. It always used to kill me when I was doing this dungeon. And then we're on to the final achievement. The dungeon doesn't take very long at all. And this is Ascendant Descending. Defeat Ascendant Lord Obsidius without any party member reaching 4 stacks of the debuff. So basically, he's going to have these 3 adds, these 3 shadows of Obsidius, and if they get near you, they'll start putting a debuff on you and they'll slow you. If you reach 4 stacks of the debuff, you failed the achievement. Now this is easier to do on your own just because you can kite them away and there's no one else to kind of mess it up. But basically all you need to do is stay away from them. Use any movement speed, blink, whatever. You use slows and roots to keep them away from you. And that's basically it. Just kite them around the room and kill the boss. Just occasionally he will swap places with one of them, so just kind of reposition yourself to the place where the old one is, so that you're in a good place to be DPSing him. So thanks for watching guys, hopefully this guide has helped you out, and that's another dungeon down for our Volcanic Stone Drake. Look out for more guides coming soon. See ya!